Attention please, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Yes.
Another big crowd filing in the Yankee Stadium on this Sunday afternoon, and an added bonus for some fans. They're on the outfield warning track, and they get a chance to meet the Yankees. How about that? A photo with the captain, Aaron Judge. And now they get a baseball game, and it is time for baseball as the Yes Network presents the Hyundai Sunday Game of the Week. It's the Yankees against the Orioles in Game 3 of a 4-game set from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Yankees Baseball. Along with David Cohn, I'm Michael Kay. Another win for the Yankees yesterday against the Orioles, and really a big reason why is the game that Cody Bellinger had. He had 4 hits in that game.
Yeah, he came to play, and when you think about Cody Bellinger, you think about Yankee Stadium. He looks to pull, he's on top of the dish, and when he gets a hanging slider, he usually doesn't miss it. And he's tailor-made for this Yankee lineup because of his 2-strike approach as well. He's hard to strike out, and then, of course, the second home run of the day really set him up to have a big day. And yes, let's go ahead and go 4 for 4 and become the center of the Yankees offense throughout the day.
He was in a little bit of a slump coming into the homestand, but in these first 2 games of the series, 6 for 8, 3 doubles, 2 home runs, and 5 ribbies, and that was his 9th career 4-hit game yesterday. So how did the Yankees make it 3 in a row? Obviously, pitching plays a big role in this. We'll take a look at the Home Depot working on a win pitching matchup. Trey Gibson is the rookie making his major league debut. Those are his numbers in AAA this year. Max Fried gets a start for the Yankees. Those numbers are great at any level. He's very simply put one of the best pitchers in baseball, David.
Well, he is. You talk about a rookie making his debut against a veteran on top of his game, and that is Max Fried currently. When you look at his season in total, it's just been superb. In particular, the last 2 starts, scoreless. You talk about being unpredictable as well. You don't know what this guy's going to throw. It can move right to left or left to right. Max Fried, one of the best pitchers in the game right now.
Talked about the last 2 starts against Boston. 8 innings, 3 hits, didn't allow a run. Against Texas, 6 innings, 4 hits, did not allow a run, and got the win in both. He's been pitching outstanding. Now, pitching a little different, too. Sometimes he works from the stretch. He makes that decision. Why does he do it? He tells Meredith Marakovits next, right here on Yes.
Welcome back to Yankees Baseball on Yes for a Sunday matinee between the Yankees and the Orioles. Hey everyone, I'm Meredith Marakovits. Max Fried will get the ball for the Yankees this afternoon, and take a look when he's on the mound. He's going to be pitching pretty much exclusively from the stretch. We saw that for the first time in the second half of the Red Sox game. He did it again in Texas yesterday. I asked him how he thinks that benefits him on the mound.
Just simplifying things. I think it's just sometimes you get caught in bad rhythms and you need to just break out of it, and the windup just wasn't really working for me. I wasn't consistent, and I just wanted to try to simplify things as much as I can, and being able to just throw out of the stretch, throw some strikes was nice. Something that I might go back to. It's just going to be one of those feel things. If I feel like I'm in rhythm and I need it, great. If not, I know that I can ditch it and still get guys out.
And it would be hard to argue that change is not working. Over his last 2 starts, he combined to throw 14 scoreless innings, striking out 14 batters in the process. Plenty more to come here on the Yes Network. When we get back, Max Fried gets the ball. First pitch next on Yes.
For his start here at the stadium in front of a big Sunday afternoon crowd. He's been pitching great of late. Close-up look at his classic delivery. And let's take a look at the Orioles starting lineup that he'll face. Taylor Ward, Adley Rutschman, Pete Alonso, DHs, bats third. And the middle of the order, O'Neill, Mayo, and Tavares. And the bottom third, Jeremy Jackson, Weston Wilson, and Blaze Alexander. And you can see O'Neill does damage against left-handed pitching in his career.
And here is Max Fried, literally towing the slab here at Yankee Stadium on a Sunday afternoon, and those numbers jump off the page at you. Well, let's tell you a little bit more in our pitcher scouting report brought to you by Nissan, and he is a master craftsman. Throws 6 or 7 different pitches, very unpredictable, hard to lift. He's only given up 1 home run all year. That ratio per 9 innings is the best in Major League Baseball. And a beast of the East and 27 career starts against the American League East. He's 18-4 with a 2.20 ERA.
Taylor Ward is ready. Max Fried is ready. And let's do it here in the Bronx. First pitch, foul back, we're underway. Alfonso Marquez, the home plate umpire. Mike Estabrook at first. Malachi Moore at second. Lance Barrett is over at third. And the home plate umpire today is the crew chief. Orioles 15-18. And the Yankees 22-11. Meredith talked about this with Max on the opening of the game. He's working out of the stretch. He went to that in the middle of the Red Sox game. He said he wanted to simplify things. There was a strike, and yesterday when he got into trouble, you could see that Weathers did the same thing. For 1 inning, he went to the stretch and kind of got it back together.
Yeah, I agree with it. I love it. If I had to do one thing over, I can go back and do my career over, I would do this. I would pitch from the stretch more often, just like he's doing, because less can go wrong. There's less movement, less moving parts. You can hide your grips better.
One, two. Got good velocity early, 97 miles an hour. Slice the other way, and in the seats foul. Also gives him an opportunity, David, to really milk the clock. He holds in the set until that clock's right down, and the longer you make a batter wait, the more tense he gets.
It's a great point.
Three, two, and it goes to 2.
You know, and Max Fried is that type of pitcher. You know, he's very aware of everything around him, including the pitch clock.
Field bathed in sunlight as we start this one on Sunday matinee. 2-2. Foul back. So Ward making him work against lefty pitching. Ward is 8 for 23. That's 348 overall. Ward's having a really good start to a season. Three and 2. Orioles do not fare well against lefty starters. They're 0-7. That's the worst mark of any team in baseball. The Mets are next at 1-7 against lefty starters. And he walked him. Good at bat for Ward. We'll take a look at the Yankee defense, brought to you by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers, and we keep an eye on Aaron Judge in right field. He's our Car Shield defensive player profile. 58 defensive runs saved since 2017. That's 8th among all major league outfielders. In the first game of the series, had a great catch and robbed Taylor Ward of an extra base hit. Up against the wall. Adley Rutschman takes a ball, 1-0. Max Fried's whip is 0.80, second best behind his teammate Cam Schlittler, who's 0.74 whip. Adam leaning, but just got back. We always talk about he hangs the leg up there, different than a lot of pitchers whose move is the same all the time. The Yankees going to see if they're going to challenge that.
Well, we talked about Max Fried's got a package of moves. This is one of them. The hang and the bang.
And the Yankees are challenging.
Here's the bang part.
Tight. Got him on the upper back. Was the right hand in ahead of the tag. It's an incredible weapon. Everybody who takes first base knows he has a great move, and they still fall victim to it.
Yeah, it looks like, he's got the hang and go home, and this is the hang and, as we said before, and go to first. And that's a little different variation. Another look.
I'm not sure they're going to overturn this.
Yeah, that is so close. I'm not sure if it's enough to overturn it.
Now, showing on the board, everybody's watching, all the players. Only Max Fried is not paying attention. Fried is also having some problems with the pitch count. And they're bringing out a new one for him. I just don't know if there's enough there, David.
After review, the call stands. The runner is safe, and New York will lose their challenge.
So costly challenge early. So Max Fried, 38 pickoffs since 2017. Oriole base runners, they've been picked off 7 times this season. Tied for the most in the majors. And they don't have a lot of stolen bases. They're not really a running team, which makes that stat all the more incredible. And that's fouled off of Rushman. Rushman 0 for 8 in the first 2 games. Now 1 and 2. Let's take a look at Alfonso Marquez, the umpire scouting report, brought to you by your local Kia dealers. 28th season in the big leagues. He had 19 calls challenged, 11 overturned. Considered hitter friendly, pinned really. Fewer high strikes, fewer inside strikes. There's the rest of the group. The 1-2. Grisham will put it away. So we mentioned the Orioles have been picked off 7 times. They only have 17 stolen bases, which is tied for 7th fewest in the majors. There's Pete Alonso. He's not going to run, but he's going to hit balls out. So Alonso's had a home run in each game. He has 13 home runs in his first 34 career games against the Yankees. That breaks a record that was jointly held by Fred McGriff and Geronimo Baroa, who each had 12 in their first 34 games against the Yanks. One and one.
Here comes that Koufaxian curveball that Max Fried talks about modeling that particular pitch after.
The lower body strength and the balance he must have, David, the way he lifts that leg slowly and the body doesn't waver at all.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of athleticism to be able to do that. That's why he's got gold on his glove there. He can move.
And he's just trying to throw you off because that time he didn't do it at all.
Second deck the other way.
Bleachers this way. They're waiting for him to get hot. Hitting .205. Well, the Orioles are making Fried work this inning. Already at 18 pitches. Call the ball. Count is full. O'Neill's on deck. Swing and a miss. Got him. 2 down.
We talk about sequencing the pitches. This is the two-seamer sinking down and away right off of the cutter on the previous pitch. So that's in the back of Pete Alonso's mind, and then gets fooled by that sinker. Even though it's up a bit and he's underneath it, he was made aware earlier with that cutter inside.
It was Tyler O'Neill. And Fried drops a curveball in for a strike.
It's what makes Max Fried just impossible to guess with. He's completely unpredictable.
Right side, long run for Rice, and it falls untouched. And the 0-2. Changeup, he left it high and outside. High fly ball. Right field, Judge puts it away, and that'll do it. They work around the leadoff walk. And now Trey Gibson takes him out for the first time in his big league career.
Here is the Sunday lineup, presented by Hexclad.
Yankee Sunday lineup brought to you by Westville Vikings. Leading off, center field, Trent Grisham. Batting second, playing first, Ben Rice. Batting third, playing right field, Aaron Judge. Batting fourth, playing left field, Cody Bellinger. Batting fifth, playing second, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Jason Dominguez. Batting seventh, behind the plate, Austin World. Batting eighth, playing third, Brian McCann. Batting ninth, playing shortstop, Jose Caballero. Pitching for the Yankees, Max Fried. Yankees on 3, 1, 2, 3, Yankees!
What a great job, Coach Gabby Lacona. Westfield High School softball coach did a great job choreographing our young ladies to deliver one of our best lineups ever. They were great.
They were spot on around the diamond.
Trey Gibson, major league debut. And he faces Trent Grisham, deals inside 1-0.
You see his numbers in AAA this year. 6 starts. And let's give you our Nissan pitcher scouting report. He's got a big body, pitcher's power build, good breaking ball package, slider, sweeper. Nerves versus command today in your debut at Yankee Stadium.
At 3 levels last year, he struck out 166 in 120 innings, 44 walks, and he won the Jim Palmer Minor League Pitcher of the Year award for the Oriole organization. Orioles have so many injuries in their rotation, they have to go to Gibson. Zach Eflin, Tommy John surgery, Dean Kramer right quad strain, Trevor Rogers out with the flu. So Gibson gets the call. Left field, Ward on the run toward the line, and he makes the play. Nice play by Taylor Ward, knew exactly where he was, measured it, and hauled it in.
Yes, he did. It's well done. You can see battling to the glove. Almost a ricochet.
I think there was.
Ricochet.
I think there was. I think that hit the fan's hand. Yeah, you can see his fingers go back, but the Yankees don't have their challenge. And that wouldn't have been interference because it was not on the field of play. Rice rips one to right field. Gone. See ya. A bullet. He keeps on keeping on. Ben Rice goes yard. It's 1-0 Yanks. How about this guy? Here's Judge.
He's doing some oblong in that dugout, right? We know he's bilingual. He's dropping Spanish in there.
Well, he's tied with Judge now for second place in the majors. Now, Judge doesn't like to be tied. Let's see if he goes yard. Last time that happened, they went back-to-back. Judge said, I couldn't let him pull even with me.
Well, first pitch breaking ball right in the wheelhouse, and it's about 109 miles an hour, and got out of here in a hurry.
Ground ball third base, and off the glove of Wilson, trickles into left field. Judge rounds first. He's going for 2. Ward picks it up and will flip it in, and Judge is on second base.
Well, that had some topspin on it and just ate him up. And give Aaron Judge credit. He's going to bang it out of the box. He sees it. He's going to turn. He's going to take it. Watch, this is about 5 strides to get to first to second for 6'7", 282.
That scored an E5. Here's Bellinger, 6 for 8 in the first 2 games. He had 4 hits yesterday, including 2 home runs. Last 4 games, he's 8 for 16 with 6 extra base hits. So David and I joked yesterday, and if he would have come up in the bottom of the 8th inning, would Bellinger have wanted a triple to get the cycle, or would he have wanted the 3rd home run? And we both agreed, of course, to take the 3rd home run. So I asked Bellinger today. And he looked at me, goes, definitely the 3rd home run. And I just thought, well, that makes sense. And he goes, but not for the reason you think. I said, well, what's the reason? He said, when I hit the cycle last time and I was doing an autograph signing for a signing company, he said I had to write each hit down after my autograph. 1st inning single, 3rd inning double. He said, it just takes too long. He said, so I'd rather just hit the 3 home runs.
The inscription's got him.
Yep. Very practical, pragmatic. Ground ball first base. Mayo takes it himself. Judge moves to 3rd.
Well, Ben Rice has taken the baseball world by storm this year. And even though last year he was really good, he kind of hit some bad luck last year. If you look at the metrics, not this year. mean, just scorching hot. Aaron Judge knows it. Everybody knows it that watches this kid play. He's on fire.
You know, today was the day that some season ticket holders get to go on the outfield warning track well before the game, and the Yankees come out and they take pictures with them. And obviously the most popular player is Judge. That one's driven to center field. Taveras is there, and that'll do it. But numbers 2 and 3, this guy and Cam Slittler. Fans already love him. After that swing, they're going to love him a little bit more. It gives the Yankees a 1-0 lead. Play FanDuel's Daily Dingo for free every day for a chance at a profit boost if your selected player hits a home run. And here are the featured home run odds for today's players. Trent Grisham, plus 500. Ryan McMahon, plus 550. Kobe Mayo takes a strike. Max Fried now has a 1-0 lead after the Ben Rice home run. Mayo hitless in his last 14 at-bats. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Overpowering in that at bat. Now we saw Max Fried with his pickoff attempt on Taylor Ward in the first, and Meredith, you dug a little deeper on Fried's pickoff move.
Well, Michael, when I spoke to him about it after his last start, he said he's been working on it since he's 8 or 9 years old. Just controlling the running game and holding runners on is something he has always taken a tremendous amount of pride on. He said anytime you can eliminate a runner, that's huge for the team and a big burst in an inning. Now, interestingly enough, you guys compared his move to Andy Pettit's move. It's been talked a lot about over the last couple of days, and he has said that he has never actually asked Andy Pettit about his pickoff move. They've never talked pickoff move. He said when he speaks to Andy, he just likes to pick his brain about pitching in general. He said he has given him a ton of advice over the years, and he enjoys speaking with Andy. But there you see both of them on the mound right there, their pickoff moves. And he looked at me and said, I probably should talk to him about that in the future. But both tremendous moves, as we have noted.
And different, Meredith. That's what's interesting. They get it done, but they get it done in a different way. 1-2.
I know one thing's for sure, Meredith. I'm jealous of both of those guys. I mean, as a right-handed pitcher, my back was to the runner at first base. So what an advantage it is to be left-handed, staring at the runner, develop a move like that, control the running game.
Three and 2 on Leody Taveras.
If you've got a kid at home that's left-handed, get him on the mound. Have him watch Max Fried. Learn that pickoff move.
Swing and a miss. Third strikeout for Fried.
Well, sinkers, cutters, changeups, curveballs. Look at that cutter. That's just a razor blade at 93 miles an hour. It looks like a four-seamer, and then it just darts in and under the bat.
There's Jeremiah Jackson. Early on, it looks like all of his pitches are working.
Yeah. He's got 6 different pitches, and he uses them all at least 10% of the time. So it's not for show. He mixes them all in. To me, that's always been one of the greatest weapons a pitcher has is mystery. You get in the hitters' heads. They don't know what's coming. They can't guess with you. It's easier said than done. To be able to command 6 different pitches is really what Max Fried does so well. That's so difficult for a lot of other pitchers to emulate.
Strike on 3-0. Here's his arsenal on StatCast 3D by Google Cloud.
3 different kinds of fastballs, a curveball, a changeup, a sweeper, and a slider. So when you look at the speed differential too, it's all over the map. A lot of subtle little nuance in the pitch design of all of those pitches that really serve him well.
Down the other way. Still 3-2. And the payoff. Got him. He strikes out the side. Strikeout number 4 on the game. Max Fried dealing in the second.
Welcome back. We told you during yesterday's broadcast that there were some Yankee ties in the Kentucky Derby. Elmer Rodriguez's cousins were both jockeys in the race. Jose Ortiz and Irad Ortiz Jr. Michael, David, how cool is this? Jose Ortiz won the race, and coming in second was Irad Ortiz Jr. riding Renegade. Now, when I spoke to Elmer today about it, he said he was so excited about it. He was pacing while he was watching. He thought he was perhaps more nervous than he actually was during his major league debut. After he saw them come in 1 and 2, he said he got a little emotional, actually started crying. He was just so proud of his cousins and what they were able to accomplish. And then he went to the group chat. The entire family was on it. Everybody was going crazy. Big moment for the family and big moment in Derby history. The first time that brothers placed first and second in that race. And Michael Rodriguez told me that he actually saw Renegade race in Tampa during spring training.
And Renegade was the favorite, so Irad's horse was a long shot and paid a lot of money to win as Dominguez grounds out the second. That is an unbelievable story. 1-2, 2 brothers, amazing, and a cousin of a Yankee starter. One thing, Meredith, if you could do this for me, the camera man in front of you, Dave Chesney, is wearing a ridiculous hat. Could you remove that from his head, please? It's bothering the viewers.
Michael, it's actually, he has it secured with a little thing under his chin,
Thank
so
you,
I don't want to decapitate him, but there you go. We've got it covered down here. Anything else you need while I'm at it?
That's good. That's good. That solved a lot of problems. Thanks, Meredith.
Hey, if you're happy, I'm happy.
Dave, really, come on.
No, Dave's grandfathered in now. He can do whatever he wants down there.
Well, now that he's a grandfather. Drill deep to right field. Fair, it's gone. It is foul. Just missed the ball. 2-2 on Wells. Well, Gibson is the franchise's first pitcher to debut with a start in the Bronx at any of the Yankee stadiums. Bugs Bennett for the St. Louis Browns on July 20th, 1918 did debut at the Polo Grounds. I like that guy, Bugs.
Bugs Bennett. Second best Bugs starter of all time.
Swing and miss. I mean, how about that changeup on Bugs Bunny, right?
Bugs Bunny had the greatest changeup ever in the history of the game.
Amazing.
After just missing the home run foul, gonna walk back to the dugout on a slider down and in. And
that's his pops.
That's my boy.
On 1 on Ryan McMahon. Six starts at AAA this year, and Gibson 4.01 ERA. And he's the #1 pitching prospect in the Orioles system. And number 64 overall on Baseball America's list.
That's where he gets it. We've seen a couple of good breaking balls down and in. He's got a sweeper and a curveball that really go down. Struck out Austin Wells with it, and you saw it right there to McMahon. That's his signature best pitch.
Popped up, long run for Wilson in foul territory, slides. Can't come up with it.
Got some glove on it, just missed. Paid the price.
And that knee banged into the bottom of the fence. Driven out to left field. Ward back, still back, turning, and he's going to play it off the base of the wall. Same thing happened yesterday. McMahon gets himself a double.
Well, McMahon has shown that he's got some bump in his bat the other way. And this one kind of surprises Ward out in left field. Thought he had a beat on it, he didn't. Pretty easy stand-up double for Ryan McMahon.
So here's Jose Caballero. 1 for 7 in the first 2 games, but the one was a long home run right down the left field line. 1-0. Ground ball, grabbed there by Wilson. And that'll do it. Here in the second, McMahon stranded at second. Well, score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Yankees, the official source for your Yankees gear.
I'd like to get one of those hoodies up here in the booth right now.
Wilson grounds it, and just off the glove of a diving McMahon into left field for a base hit. First hit of the game for the Orioles.
Another look. You want to play the hot corner? He comes in hot. Pretty good jump. Pretty good first couple of steps, and just off the end of the glove.
There's Blaze Alexander. And that one gets past Rice, but comes right back to him.
Oh, this is part of the package too. Step off and flick it over there. Caught a little bit of a break there on the ricochet, but runner could not advance.
Wilson getting a decent lead. Fouled away.
It's part of a package too. A slide step home from Max Fried. So you've seen really today already in the first couple of innings is 3 or 4 different looks he can give you trying to hold runners at first.
Bunts foul. Of all the pitchers to bunt on, Fried should not be at the top of that list. You know, Ben Rice told Merritt the other day that, you know, when he first started playing first base, he almost got handcuffed by Fried. I mean, the first baseman has to be alert, too. You can't fall asleep. They don't tell you when they're going to throw over there.
Tino Martinez says the same thing about Andy Pettitte. It does. You got to stay with him until he releases the ball.
And just think about the responsibility. You have to look at him until, as David said, the ball's being released, and then you have to spin and turn and face the music at home plate. Almost handcuffed him there. Got him on the top of the glove.
Yes, he did.
With the heel. There he goes, and he's picked off. Throw to second. Safe. Wilson did the smart thing. He didn't try to dive back. He just kept going.
Yeah, he just outran it. Max lifts, freezes, drop. Give Wilson credit right there.
Looped into right field. It is a base hit. Wilson's rounding third. He's coming home. Throw behind the runner by Judge, and they're going to get Alexander. He's in a rundown. And he's finally caught by Jazz Chisholm. The run does score to tie the game. Smart move by Judge. Alexander with a big turn, and Judge threw behind him.
Yeah, a lot going on here. Stolen base pays off big for Baltimore. Judge, Johnny on the spot. Gotcha. We'll give Alexander credit fighting off that pitch. Got a little too froggy, though, right there. Jazz going to run him down.
Single, RBI, out 9-3-4. Slice foul hard into the seats. Everybody's okay. That's the look of desperation right there. Not a good feeling. Right field, backing up Judge on the track at the wall, and he makes the play. A sparkler by Aaron Judge, out number 2.
Not a lot of time to get back there, but he gets back there and gets up.
And he does it to his college teammate again.
Just about knocked the A off of W.B. Mason there. Yeah, that's my right fielder. The man can do it all.
Yankee dugout having some discussions with Alfonso Marquez. I'm quite sure what that's about.
That's 282 pounds hitting up against the A on W.B. Mason. Watch it shake.
Hammered down the left field line, foul. Now, if you've ever been out there, the wall has padding on it, but behind the wall is solid concrete. So, Judge running full speed into that, he's going to get jarred a little bit too. Another try for Judge. He'll head toward the line. He's not going to get there. It's a foul ball. Isn't that nice? He does it all. He really does it all. Is that a scrunchie he just put back? Not a scrunchie, a hot dog wrapper.
It's an autographable item. Can you sign that wrapper? Hey, could you sign my wrapper?
Who's your favorite rapper?
Andre 3000.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
I think he's just incredibly talented.
One, two. High fly ball. Left field and deep. Going back, Bellinger. He's on the track and makes the play in front of the wall for the final out. Orioles get a run. We go to the bottom of the third. Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Hyundai. Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. Visit Hyundai.com for more information. By Sage, proud accounting software provider of the New York Yankees. By Tunnel to Towers. Donate $11 a month and amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Go to T2T.org. And by the New York Lottery, this could be your lucky play. I'll take any team with Lou Alcindor / Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I think they got to bring those shorts back for the NBA. What do you think?
Well, I mean, they are called shorts. Those were short. Now we go to the bottom of the third, 1-1 game. Beautiful defensive play by Judge on Taylor Ward. Second one in 3 games against his Fresno State teammate. Grisham leads off.
Hey everyone, it's time for our lucky fans.
One and one.
And Gibson has shown a good curveball right there, a real downer. That's what we heard about him, a couple of different kinds of sliders and a real downer for a curveball, and he's shown it.
So Gibson looked like he was going to get drafted out of high school in 2020, but the draft was shortened to 5 rounds, and he ended up going to college. He went to Liberty University, and he was undrafted out of Liberty. Ground ball. 1 down. And he was suspended from the Liberty team in 2023, and that's why he fell out of the draft. But when you ask why he was suspended, no one gives you an answer. No, it's never been found out why he was suspended for a full year. But here he is on a big league mound for the first time, and he'll face Ben Rice, who got him in the first inning for a home run. 12th home run for Rice. Left field, long run for Ward, and he can't make the play. It's off his glove, and it's going to be 2 bases for Ben Rice. A long run for Ward. He could not haul it in.
Yeah, full swing, and you could see this is trouble right from the start. 2 players full speed heading at each other. Boy, that could have been ugly.
And it's a double for Rice.
Wilson and Ward just avoided a major collision, thankfully.
It was Aaron Judge, reached on an E5 in the first. Fly ball, deep left center. Tavares back on the track at the wall. See ya! A 2-run home run for Judge. He moves 1 ahead of Rice, and the Yankees move 2 ahead of the Orioles. They're up 3-1. Bellinger. So he now ties Munetaka Murakami for the Major League home run lead with 13. Rice and Alvarez tie for second.
And the Judge and Rice meter currently at 25 collectively. And big high slider that stays up in the zone and stays up in the air for a long time.
So the combo of Judge and Rice have 25. And this was number 25 on this swing. So those two have as many home runs and more than the Mets with 25, the Marlins with 24, the Brewers with 22, Red Sox with 22, Giants with 19. That's the entire team's home run totals. You know what might make this summer even more fun, David? If these two could drive each other like Mantle and Maris did in 1961. Pushing Maris to 61. Mantle obviously got hurt in the final month and couldn't get past Babe. But it looks like Judge is motivated when Rice hits a home run.
It's great. Friendly competition is the best thing you can have within a team, either in the pitching staff or, in this case, these guys.
Jackson gets Bellinger.
And Michael, I asked Aaron Boone about the 1-2 punch of Rice and Judge, and he said it is just scary. It's a scary combination for an opposing pitcher to have to go up against that. We have a chance as an offense to be outstanding, but when you think about it like this, it'll be anchored by 2 elite guys back to back. Well, that has the opportunity to be pretty special throughout the course of a season.
And it's got to be such a proud moment for the organization's development staff. I mean, these 2 guys were drafted by the Yanks out of their system, Rice and Judge. So we have some more stats for you, David. They're the 5th pair of teammates with 12 or more home runs through the first 34 games of the season. That's ever, by the way, ever. We'll give you the other ones. 1956, Mantle had 16, Berra had 12. 1959, Eddie Matthews had 14, Hank Aaron 13. 1994 Rockies, Galarraga 13, Ellis Burks 12. And the 1995 Indians, Manny Ramirez 12, Paul Sorrento 12. So Judge and Rice joined that group.
Eddie Matthews and Hank Aaron. A couple of pretty good names right there.
3-1. There's ball 4, so Jazz reaches. Now bring up Jason Dominguez, and let's check out one of today's player props brought to you by Bet365, where winning is everything. Dominguez 1 or more home runs, that's plus 675. And Drew French, the pitching coach, will try to settle down the rookie. It's got to be daunting for a kid making his major league debut to have to deal with Aaron Judge, a 3-time MVP. And it's no coincidence when we tell you that, no Oriole has ever made his major league debut starting against the Yankees at the stadium. This is a tough stage through the years. Start him somewhere else against an easier lineup and in a better scenario.
It's a great point. Aaron Judge is larger than life when he steps in a batter's box.
One 1-0 to Dominguez. Up the middle, Alexander will get Dominguez, and that'll do it. First inning, Ben Rice goes yard, moving into a tie with Aaron Judge, his teammate and captain. Aaron Judge says, no, that doesn't feel right. This does. Lucky number 13, a 2-run shot, and the Yankees lead 3-1. Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta, keep climbing. We go to the 4th inning. Yankees lead at 3-1 on the Tri-State Cadillac scoreboard. A little point of concern between innings. Aaron Boone came out and made a lineup change to Alfonso Marquez as Paul Goldschmidt takes over at first base. So obviously an issue with Rice. Trying to find out exactly what went wrong. He scored on the Judge home run after getting the double. Now there's the pickoff play earlier. Did he get handcuffed there? But he still hit. Last half inning, looks like he's in some bit of pain there. You don't need that. So we'll let Meredith do her thing and find out exactly what's going on.
Yeah, it'd be all speculation on our part. I thought maybe with that throw, he might have got caught in the thumb.
See if we see anything on the double. Nothing there, right, Dave?
Nothing.
A little grimace there. Two and two. Check that, 3-2. Line, and that is a base hit to left field. Goes all the way to the wall as Alonso picks up a leadoff double here in the fourth.
Alonso jumps on this changeup up and out over the plate. On the super shot. Easy stand-up double.
Third hit for the Orioles. Here's O'Neill. And that's going to be a challenge by Austin Wells. And he doesn't get it right.
Calls confirmed. New York has one challenge remaining.
Just shows how tough it is to be an umpire, I think. To me, that's the best part about the challenge rule. At first, we thought, oh, the umpires, this is going to be really hard on them. What it has done is shown how good they are and how tough it is to call a major league strike zone.
And even when it's overturned, you see how close that is.
Incredibly close. A lot of the calls.
And I think that what got us over the years, there were and there are some incredibly bad umps that miss calls by 3, 4, 5 inches. We've seen it over the years and they're highlighted, but that shouldn't paint everybody with that brush because most of the umpires are just extraordinary.
Absolutely. Better than they've been given credit for, and that it's now showing.
Wells wants to talk with Fried, who looked a little uncomfortable there after that pitch. Good long talk. Alonso at second, nobody out, and a 3-1 count on Tyler O'Neill. Yankees lead 3-1. A Rice solo shot, a Judge 2-run shot. And he walked him. And on each of the last 2 pitches, Fried turned around and looked towards center field.
Yeah, he's checking out the top of the scoreboard to see the metrics of his pitch. He's very in tune with velocity, movement, and you get all of it on the top of the scoreboard here.
Here's Kobe Mayo. Pickoff is on. Nice play there by Jazz, keeping it out of center field, and Alonso had to dive back. Yankees have done that a lot this year. They've worked on that play.
I love it. It's a good time to do it. First and second, nobody out. Maybe you can steal an out here. Catch somebody sleeping. It's something I wish I would have done better in my career. If I can go back, I would have done much better at this part of the game. Try to steal outs.
Hey! 0-1. 4th inning, Yankees up by 2, 3-1. Command off so far this inning. And Mayo calls time.
Sometimes with pitching, when you're like Max Fried and you have 6 different pitches you can go to, you can get caught in between grips here and there, or release points. So sometimes you got to narrow it down to just find 1 or 2 that you can get command of to get you through an inning and then get back to your full repertoire.
Fried can't get there, charging McMahon, and he can't get a handle on the ball. That allows Mayo to reach, and the bases are loaded, nobody out.
You got to hurry, and you can see he's trying to hurry. He can't get the handle. I'm not sure if he's going to have a chance because Mayo gets down there fairly well.
The base hit for Mayo. That breaks an 0 for 15. Bases loaded, nobody out. And here's Leody Taveras. Yankees, of course, have the infield back, looking for the double play. Oh, 0-2 on Taveras, who struck out in the 2nd inning.
First pitch sinker, 2nd pitch cutter.
Where's he go now?
He got a position to go for a strikeout.
Out the middle. Jazz has 1 play and he can't make it. Run scores, bases remain loaded. So a base hit for Taveras, and it's 3-2.
Back-to-back infield hits. You can see Jazz goes to the backhand. He can't get a handle on it. See, he just can't quite as he throws a palm ball over there. No chance. right by Max Fried's glove. Caballero's there as well as Jazz cuts in front of him.
There's Jeremiah Jackson. Still nobody out. Yankees lead is 1, 3-2. One and 0. Two and 0. I believe that was Fried who shouted in frustration after that pitch.
Yeah, he's had a little trouble with his changeup, kind of pushing it, leaving it up.
Two and 1.
The situation, you know, I would love to see Max go to that curveball to get strikes, especially in these situations early in the counts. You get ahead with the curveball and then go to work. Kind of left it in his back pocket today so far.
This should be 2. There's 1. And there's 2. But a run scores. O'Neill crosses the plate. And the game is tied at 3.
Well, 3 straight at-bats with soft contact. And finally, on the third one, you're going to get 2 outs on 1 pitch.
So the Orioles get their rookie pitcher those 2 runs back. It's 3-3. And here's Weston Wilson with a runner on third and 2 men out. 0-1. One and 2.
It's turned into a real sunny day here in the Bronx. A little breezy and cool. I think the ball's carrying. The wind's blowing out a little bit, it feels like. See, that's the changeup that he's missing up and away arm side with.
Swing and a miss. Got him. Got him with the 4-seam fastball. But the Orioles score 2. We're tied at 3 heading to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th inning. 3-3 game on the Tri-State Cadillac scoreboard. Be the bottom third of the Yankees order. Wells, McMahon, and Caballero. One and 0 to Wells. Third game of this 4-game set. Yankees have taken the first 2. Yesterday's game, again, the Yankees won fairly big. They've had 9 wins this year by 5 or more runs. That's tied for the second most in baseball. Atlanta has 10 such wins. The Dodgers 9. Right down the right field line, foul. The Yankees have 2 losses by 5 or more runs. tied for second fewest in the big leagues. The Dodgers have 1, and Detroit and Texas also have 2. The Yankees have been doing winning, though. They've won 12 of their last 14, and they've won their last 4 series in a row. Walls calls time. Two and two. Walls struck out in the second inning against Trey Gibson, making his major league debut for the Orioles. Foul back. Grounded. It's a foul ball. Late call there by Mike Estabrook. First base up. Trey Gibson is a big kid, 6'5", and has a long stride, which makes his 93, 94 mile-an-hour fastball play a little bit quicker.
He's throwing strikes, 60 pitches, 38 strikes so far. They're pretty good in your major league debut at Yankee Stadium. Kind of settled into a groove now. Mixing in all his pitches. He's 9 for 10 with this slider, throwing strikes. 9 strikes out of 10 tries with that slider.
Orioles are challenging.
Call is overturned. It is a strike.
3. Call the ball by the umpire. Challenged by Rushman. Changed to a strike. Strike 3 for Wells.
Well, the thing is Rushman's setting up on the outside corner, and he's got to reach all the way over on the inside corner, and umpires rarely call that one. A good challenge by Rushman. That's my partner.
Here's McMahon. So McMahon started to hit better of late. He's hitting 125 in late April, but last 10 games, 276 average. He had a double in the second inning. And the Yankees were aggressive in the way they handled him when he was not hitting. The Yankees faced 5 lefties in a row, and he sat on the bench for all 5 games. They played Rosario at third. Gave him time to work on things. Caballero on deck. High fly ball. O'Neill out number 2.
Well, you talk about just missing one. That's just missing one right there.
Here's Caballero, grounded to third in the second. And a strike. snap slowly up the middle. Alexander gets Caballero. And that's the first 1-2-3 inning for Trey Gibson. We go to the fifth. Time for the Optimum Fiber famously fast replay.
Well, we know all about Aaron Judge and his hitting prowess. But yes, manning the porch here at Yankee Stadium. He's pretty good at that too.
One on Friday, one today. Alexander rips one through the left side of the infield for a leadoff single. So he starts the fifth inning with a single and moves it back to the top of the order for the Orioles.
He jumps on that first pitch curveball. Give Alexander credit. Usually see hitters take that a lot from Max Fried, that curveball. Not there.
Strike to Ward. Well, the pitch to Ward is inside, not a strike. That's the sixth hit against Fried. Fried's had 82 pitches on the day. Two 2-0. Got him. No, it looked like he was about to punch him out. Then Estabrook changed his mind, said safe.
No recourse there as they already lost their challenge, but another good move by Fried, and wow, another close call. And you're right, that was
fly ball. Grisham makes the play.
Did look like the umpire wanted to call him out there at first base. A little bit of a flinch. And another look. And the umpire lunges and calls him safe.
Here's Adley Rutschman, 0 for 2, 0 for 10 in this series. Big cut. Like a flamingo on that one. Leg just hung up there.
A little Karate Kid.
You know, they always talk about lefty throwing first baseman are preferable, and you can see it just on the pickoffs. You've got to move the glove around your body to make the tag. A lefty just put it down on the runner.
You can wait longer. Wait for the ball to travel to you, to your glove. The ball travels faster than you can reach out and catch it and bring the tag back. If you wait longer, the ball will get there quicker. And that's, to your point, why lefties have that advantage at first.
Slow roller. Fried, the out at first. Alexander moves to second.
at this. Now here's the reason, Bobby. We got three
Look at
ways.
Andy Pettit's move.
Looks home, throws to first. Looking at the runner, looks home, throws home. So he's done the exact same thing, but one time he's delivered the ball to the plate. Now look at this. Never looked at the runner, over to third. That's what makes Andy Pettit's pickoff move so difficult to read.
You know, those three different variations from Andy Pettit were all with his head and where he's looking. The leg kick was the same.
Right.
The leg kick going home and the leg kick to first were his carbon copies. That was his secret.
One and two on Alonso. Bullpen getting ready as Fernando Cruz throwing.
91 pitches already here for Max in the fifth. He's worked hard. .97 miles an hour with this four-seamer.
Swing and a miss. Got him on the change. Runner stranded in second. We're halfway through. It's a 3-3 game. Tomorrow on Yes, the Yankees and the Orioles wrap up this 4-game set here in the Bronx. It's called the Wraparound Series. Ends on a Monday night. Extended coverage starts at 5 with 2 full hours of pregame leading up to first pitch at 7:05 on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. John Grisham will lead off against Trey Gibson. Foul bat. On deck is Paul Goldschmidt, not Ben Rice. Rice left the game after scoring on Aaron Judge's home run in the third inning. We're still waiting on word what happened, and we have not heard anything from the Yankee media relations staff about his status. We saw Wolfram yesterday and warming again today. Line drive, caught. Quickly to the glove side by Jeremiah Jackson. It's time for Name That Yankee, brought to you by Prevagen, made for your brain. Considered a 7, a Yankee from 15 through the 17 season. Then the Reds, and 2 years with the O's, and finished with the Mets. 265, 71 hits, 4 home runs. A lot of teams, a lot of years in the big leagues for such modest statistics. Now, Meredith, you have a Ben Rice update?
Well, Michael, he exited today's game with a left hand contusion that he sustained on that pickoff attempt. So you were right on that while playing first base in that third inning. He did have x-rays taken. They were negative, so they is listed as day to day. So nothing broken there. X-rays negative. Good news on Ben Rice.
Yeah, that sounds like good news, Meredith, for sure. Goldschmidt hitting in his spot. And David, even if you're not a Yankee fan, and this is the play where he suffered the contusion, and we talked about how last year he felt, sometimes he was handcuffed by Max Fried. He couldn't read the move, and that time it hit him in the wrong part of the glove. But even if you're a baseball fan, the season he's having, you don't want to see this guy get hurt. You want to see him get his at-bats. So you hope that the day-to-day is the accurate analysis, and that's exactly what it is. 1-2. Serve the other way, foul. Two and two. Well, this kid on the mound has acquitted himself nicely. Given up 3 runs, 4 hits. Has his team in the game here in game 3 of this 4-game set. Grounded, shortstop. Alexander. Two away here in the 5th. And that'll bring up Judge. Aaron Reese on an E5 in the 1st and clubbed a 2-run home run to left center in the 3rd. Take a look at that Judge home run and the exit velocity presented by Spectrum. 107.7, traveled 413 feet.
Dude, that one was up there a little bit. I think anything over 6 seconds of hang time in the air is classified as a Ray guy to me, and that was 6.2 seconds.
Two and two on Judge.
It's the broadcaster's dream, right? You got plenty of time to load up for a see ya. You got
clear your throat.
Yeah, you could just gear up. The one Ben Rice hit in the first inning, you got no time. That's out of it. Lickety split. It's out of here.
Grounded foul. See ya! Yeah. They have buttons downstairs they're playing with now, David. They have a Mel Allen button.
Holy cow!
A Phil Rizzuto button. Just missed.
Phil Rizzuto just calling his partners by their last name is the greatest thing I've heard all week. I mean, I forgot that he did that. And I don't know, Kay. You know, I kind of like it.
The payoff. Crushed down the left field line. Foul.
Holy cow, a great play.
Men and women of a certain generation sitting up right now. Wow, that sounds familiar.
Just need an old Huckleberry. Give me a Rizzuto Huckleberry reference, and my day is made.
So another full count on Judge. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th of a 3-3 game. Judge now tied with Murakami for the Major League home run lead with 13. All 4. Good take.
When you're 6'7", that's a ball.
And Albernaz, the manager, going to come out and take the ball from Gibson. And finally a smile out of the young man. Albernaz said before the game, I want you to enjoy this. You worked your whole life to get here. Mom and Dad very proud. Why wouldn't they be? Their son just handled Broadway quite well, David. New pitcher coming in. Let's get the scouting report on him. We'll be back. Well, we look back at Phil Rizzuto Day at the stadium back in 1985. Holy cow, so they bring out a holy cow. And poor Phil gets knocked over.
Great play.
Great times. Here's Bellinger against Wolfram. Runner at first. Here in the fifth, 2 outs. Cracked right field. O'Neill back, turning, looking, and it's off the wall. Bellinger's going for 2. The throw was cut off, allows him to go to second, and moving to third is Judge. Cutting off the throw allowed him to get the second with the double.
Oh, another absolute rocket from Bellinger off the top of the wall. And the ricochet. And, I mean, it looks like he got a shot at second here. But the throw was losing gas. You could see O'Neill just kind of, he had a little humpback to it when he threw it to the second baseman that wouldn't have made it. That's an absolute frozen rope from Bellinger, and he's kind of watching.
This will be a
little bit.
crucial review for the call of no home run.
Well, they're going to take a look to see if it did get out. The Yankees are allowed to ask for that, and the umpires are granting that review. Let's see. Nope. It did not get out. It wasn't touched by a fan.
After review, the call is confirmed. It is not a home run.
That's as high up on the wall as you could hit it without getting a home run.
Now 7 for 11 in this series for Bellinger. See the ball right at the top of the wall, above the N and bank. Big spot here for Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0 for 1 with a walk. Second and third for the Yanks, 2 outs. So let's say 2 inches, David. That allows Wolfram to continue his 32-inning homerless streak. Ground ball. Mayo drops it, regains, flips, got him. And that'll do it. As the Yankees strand 2, we go to the 6th inning. It's 3-3 on Yes.
Bob Lorenz with your Audi update. Astros and Red Sox at Fenway scoreless until the bottom of the 5th when Jaron Duran connects off A.J. Blubach. Solo shot to right, his 3rd home run of the season. Put Boston ahead 1-0. Houston just tied it. So the rubber game of this 3-game set, all even at 1, top of the 6th. Michael, Tony, back to you.
Thank you, Bob. We go around the majors. Acuna Jr. placed on the 10-day IL, strained left hamstring. The Pirates drew 7 consecutive walks. That tied the Major League record. And Shea Langoliers, last 7 games, has been Shea Bangoliers. And there's a strike from Fried as he starts the 6th inning. Pitch count's up there. He's at 94. And you can see at the end of the inning, I looked toward the Yankee dugout, and Fried sprinted to the mound as if, I hope people won't change their mind. I want to pitch this inning.
Yeah, I agree. I think he and Aaron Boone had a little discussion after last inning, and Aaron Boone defers to him a lot.
Grounded, third base. McMahon, the long throw, and it pulls Goldschmidt off the bag, and it gets by him and bounces off the wall, so it's a single, or maybe an E5. Should be an E5 as O'Neill reaches. And it is an E5.
Yeah, it is. You know, McMahon's got time. He just loses it arm side, and it's up the line, and no way Goldschmidt can get it. That's almost dangerous as you get into the line and the runner there.
Now, we've commented about McMahon, what a great glove he's had. But we have seen him make some questionable throws all year. that he's been saved on scoops out of the dirt and wide of the bag, and that's an easy out right there, and now you're making your pitcher work more. One 1-0 on Mayo. So McMahon has 4 errors this season. He had 10, only 10 all of last year.
Fried's high pitch count on the year so far, 103.
Two and one.
So you sort of, if you're Aaron Boone and Matt Blake, you want to honor the competitiveness of a Max Fried, your best starter right now. But at the same time, well, you're looking at the pitch count, you're looking at this inning unfold. You got to protect him a little bit too.
What would you say, David? His sinker's been his best pitch today?
I think so, yes. The sinker has really kind of had exceptional movement, diving off the table. One of the things that we talk about is wind at Yankee Stadium, usually with regard to the batted balls, but the pitch balls really are impacted by the wind too. If it can be breezy around home plate, it can affect the movement on your pitches.
So the count full.
If you're throwing into the wind, your pitches will move like crazy. If the wind's to your back, then obviously you can throw a little harder with your four seamers. You got a little help, a little tailwind. Throwing into a headwind, a completely different story.
This could be two. They'll have to turn it quickly. There's one on to first. It's a double play. Well, Fried needed that to stay in the game.
Well, here's that sinker you were talking about, Kay. Gonna roll him up. Now that has been his best pitch.
Baltimore is challenging both out calls at second base and first base.
Well, they can overturn it at first, obviously. You can see the foot hitting the bag.
They're going to challenge both. Second base as well. First base looks safe.
He's out at second.
One of the old tricks that first basemen used to use, Keith Hernandez and Don Mattingly, would be to come off the bag sooner before you actually catch it when you're stretching as a first baseman. With instant replay, that no longer works. To see Keith Hernandez do that all the time. Just cheat off of the bag with your back foot as if you already caught the ball before you actually catch it. You can fool an umpire.
After review, the call is confirmed at second base. The runner is out there. However, the play at first base is overturned. That runner is safe, and Baltimore will retain their challenge.
So a good challenge by the Orioles. The call at first has been overturned. So 1 on, 1 out. Orioles trying to get 2 for the price of 1, but the out was clear at second base. Here's Leody Taveras. They're keeping Fried in for Taveras because Taveras is a switch hitter. And he's better as a lefty batter against righty pitching. But, you know, they're at an uncomfortable number already for his pitch count.
Absolutely. Max Fried is very old school. He wants to pitch. He wants to stay in every game. And we might even see a Mussina Torre-like situation here. He looks in the dugout, points at him. Stay back.
Like Mussina. Well, David mentioned this is the season high in pitches for Fried, 103 against Miami on April 5th. High pitch innings in the first and in the fourth. And the throwing error by McMahon has certainly extended this inning. And there's ball 4. It's probably going to do it, you would think, for Fried. And here comes Boone. So what do they call these type of battings, Coney? A grind, pretty much.
Very much a grind.
That'll do it for Fried. First and second, his responsibility. Turns it over to Cruz. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. Learn more at Genesis.com. By Optimum Fiber, famously fast fiber internet. And by Nissan, hop into a Nissan Rogue and hit the road to adventure. Games outside, game inside. As Fernando Cruz takes over from Max Fried. Runners on first and second, 1 out. And they will allow Jeremiah Jackson to hit. Wilson due up next, but Basayo is on deck to pinch it. One and 0. On Jackson. Jackson's 0 for 2, wrapped into a double play last time up, struck out in the second. Fried now a spectator. And that got a big piece of Austin Wells. Foul ball, 2-1.
2-0 heater right there. Good swing. Bounced straight back.
Got him on the right shoulder. Good fastball for a strike, 2-2.
Good chance you're going to see that nasty forkball.
And it was there.
Just overthrew it. Good chance it comes right back with it again.
Grounded to third. There's one. A stretch by Goldschmidt, and there's 2. So Cruz gets out of the jam with an around-the-horn 5-4-3 double play. Jackson hit it hard, right at the third baseman. Chaz then throws the ball wide, but a great stretch by Goldschmidt. And you know that Cruz loves what he sees. Well, today's injury report brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. Giancarlo Stanton hit the cage yesterday and today, but has not begun running. He's on the 10-day IL with the right calf strain. Dominguez fouls one back as we start at the bottom of the sixth inning. Two on Dominguez. Dominguez grounded to second and grounded to short. So 0 for 2 this afternoon. Wolfram got the final out of the fifth in relief of Trey Gibson, the rookie making his major league debut here at Yankee Stadium. 3-3 game. Hit sharply and past the third baseman down the left field line. A bullet double off the bat of Jason Dominguez to start off the bottom of the sixth.
So you are correct, Kay. That is a bullet. 107 miles an hour. Another good right-handed swing from Jason Dominguez. Coming in hot. You got that much time to react.
107.9 off the bat. It was Austin Wells against the left-hander. In on the hands and foul back to the screen.
Wells has hit 2 bullets just foul today. One was a home run, would have been. Next at bat, almost the same thing. Would have been a double, but just barely foul.
Has struck out twice today. Crowd of 43,416 announced here at the stadium on really what's turned out to be a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Dominguez at second. Nobody out. Two and two. McMahon is on deck. Well, that allows Dominguez to go to third as Alexander gets Wells for the first out. Now here's a little manager roulette. If Boone had sends up Rosario here, then the Orioles would counter with a right-hander out of the bullpen. So Boone's going to go with McMahon against the left-hander Wolfram. And the Orioles are going to bring the infield in. McMahon hit a double left in the second, then just missed one in the fourth inning. A high fly ball to right field. Just got under it. Ground ball, diving stop by Mayo. Then he drops it, allows Dominguez to score and McMahon to reach. And the Yankees take a 4-3 lead.
This is why you have the contact play on the third base. Dominguez is off. The minute the contact is made, once he dives, he really doesn't have a play. He's thinking about going home there. Dominguez running with a good jump. I don't think he really had a chance. Watch here. This is the contact play. You go. It's going to take a perfect throw to get him without a dive, much less with a dive.
Well, the Yankees have the lead. That'll do it for Wolfram. They will call on Cano out of the bullpen. Time for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. Today's picture is of Emily and Weston, who's both one of the Yankees' smallest fans and also one of their biggest fans. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride and mention yes in pictures you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. We might spotlight you in a future game. Yennier Cano takes over. He will face Caballero. The previous ball was scored an infield single and an RBI. There goes McMahon. Ball grounded left side, backhanded by the second baseman Jackson. Gets the out at first, and McMahon moves to second. Another runner in scoring position for the Yankees. Here's Trent Grisham against Cano.
Yeah, Cano's got good stuff. He's off to a good start for Baltimore out of their pen.
Bouncing back from a 5.12 ERA last year.
Yes, a lot of movement on his pitches.
You know what the interesting thing, though, David? Even when he was dealing, like this is his 5th year in the big leagues, he does not pitch well against the Yankees. Those numbers show it, 5.19 and 3.08 against the rest of baseball.
He's got a new little wrinkle this year with that splitter that we just saw in the low 90s to go with that sinker and slider.
He holds up. 1-2. Cano, 32 years old. You mentioned 5th big league season. Started with the Twins. Last 4 years with Baltimore. Grisham 0 for 3.
Hit a rocket his last time up 111 miles an hour right at the second baseman.
Good at bat as he's worked the count full. He does that a lot. It's one of the reasons they continue to pencil him at leadoff. He's letting the guys behind him see a lot of pitches, and he does get on base with walks. His average certainly not where he wants it to be at 163. That one is ripped to right field. O'Neill on the run, dives, and holds on to make the play. Taking an extra base hit and an RBI away from Grisham, but the Yankees take the lead. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you by your local Ford stores, proud to be the official SUV of the Yankees. And by Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta keep climbing. Got a good one here in the Bronx. 4-3 Yankees lead on the Ford scoreboard. 4-7-1 for the Yanks. 3-6-1 for the Orioles. So Cruz got out of the 6th inning. He's going to start the 7th for the Yankees, and he will have to face Basayo pinch hitting for Wilson. Seventh inning of baseball. Yankees up 4-3. One and 0.
Basayo, just 21 years old.
Hedrick warming. Check out the Yankee bullpen budget. Oh, there's a challenge first, so we're not checking
Batter's challenging the call strike.
Because first we have to check the challenge out.
Call is overturned. There's the ball.
Basayo with a good challenge. It was a ball. Now we check out the budget brought to you by Citizens. Make sense of your money with Citizens. So from that quick look, Doval and Bird probably out today. Everybody else, I think, is, well, they wouldn't go to Blackburn after 28 pitches, but everybody else in play. Oh, base hit. Nobody there as I hadn't played the pull. Big turn. And the throw comes into Caballero. So leadoff pinch hit single for Basayo.
Well, Basayo's a natural hitter. Every level, and you can see him fight that pitch off up and in the other way. It's just good hands, good skills. He brings his hands in close, muscles that ball the other way. He's a good hitter.
There's Blaze Alexander. Now they could bring up Gunnar Henderson to pinch hit, but then Boone would counter with Hedrick. And a strike. The wheels are turning on both sides. Yankees have to figure out, wait, 9 more outs out of the bullpen. You could hear Cruz, max effort, grunting on every delivery. Just listen. Foul back. Did you make noise like that when you pitched?
No.
You were just shy, right? You didn't like that.
I was in for the long haul. You know, I wasn't in to throw maximum effort 1 inning. I was trying to go 9. Conserve.
It really is a different job. I mean, it's pitching, but 2 different ways to go about it.
Yeah, it's maximum effort from Fernando Cruz right now. Maximum effort, maximum emotion. Might have grunted at a couple of umpires here and there.
Mm-hmm. McMahon charges, takes the out at first as Basayo moves to second.
See, good job by Austin Wells. You know, the little things here. Nobody's at third base there. Austin Wells ran all the way down there to cover third base there because McMahon had to come in and make the play. Those catchers, they're everywhere.
Aaron Boone is going to signal for Hedrick. So Cruz leaves a runner at second, 1 out. Yankees lead by 1. All right, cooking up something special with HexClad. Join the hybrid revolution at hex5.com. We go down on the farm. George Lombard Jr., 3 for 10 in 3 games since being promoted to AAA. Spencer Jones, 2 home runs today. Has 37 ribbies. This season leads AAA and leads all minor leagues. And then watch out for this guy. Not on the 40 yet. Giovanni Cruz, 4-0, 0.69 ERA in AAA. You could see him up here at some point.
Got a power arm.
That one is tapped right side. Hedrick goes after it, flips to Goldschmidt to get him. All right, Meredith, and you have an Anthony Volpe update.
Well, Michael, he played for the Somerset Patriots today. He went 0 for 4 in that one. His rehab clock expires today, so the Yankees will have to make a decision. Aaron Boone was asked about that earlier today, and he said, look, Caballero has been playing the heck out of the position and playing really well overall, so that just complicates it. Deciding what's the role that exists right away for Volpe, that's what they're kicking around right now, and they're trying to decide exactly what makes the most sense both for the team and for Anthony Volpe. So that decision coming within the next 24 hours, Michael.
Really interesting times as Rushman takes pitch outside. And according to our very own Jack Curry on the pregame show today, he said the indications that I'm getting from talking to people around the Yankees are not going to move forward and promote Volpe to the major leagues, not just yet. That's from Jack Curry on the pregame show today on Yes. Anthony so far 13 rehab assignment games, hitting .250, a home run and 6 ribbies. And before Friday's game, Boone said, no, he's ready. There's nothing injury-wise. He's ready right now. And that one's ripped foul. Basayo getting a big lead at third base, carrying the tying run. Line drive and a foul ball into the seats.
This is where Hedrick has gone to that split finger fastball. It's been so effective against right-handed batters.
Ground ball. Chisholm's there. And he gets Rushman. And Hedrick comes on and does the job. Basayo stranded at third with the tying run. At the end of 6.5, Yankees 4, Orioles 3. But we'll stay right here for the 7th inning stretch as we honor America in the Bronx.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you rise, remove your caps, and please direct your attention to the area behind home plate as the New York Yankees welcome an honored military guest, United States Army Specialist Carmine Lingua from Brooklyn, served in Vietnam. The Yankees say thank you, Carmine, for your sacrifice and for your service to our nation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join us in singing along with Robert Merrill's rendition of God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her. Throw the light with the light from above. the mountains, to the prairies, of the ocean, like before. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet
Time for your Ford Studio Update. Bob and Jack with you. Yankees in position to win, make it 3 in a row against the O's. And if they get it, be a very hard-earned win for Max Fried.
Yeah, it was a grind today for Max Fried. Most base runners against him in a start this season. But as you said now, Bob, because of the offense and the bullpen, the Yankees are 6 outs away from claiming this win. A good omen for them. When they lead after 7 innings this year, they're 19-1.
Well, Michael and David will tell the story from here. We look forward to seeing you on postgame, fellas.
Thank you, guys. 4-7-1 for the Yankees, 3-7-1 for the O's. Trey Gibson, major league debut, 4 2/3. Tavares with an RBI single. Fried labored today, but kept the Yankees in at 5 1/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, and home runs for Ben Rice and Aaron Judge. Rice exited the game in the 4th with a left-hand contusion. Rico Garcia, who's been unbelievable. Hitters are 1 for 42 against Rico Garcia, so he'll come in for the O's. Pitch the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. So Mayo moves over to third base. And Basayo at first. High drive, left center field. It's in the ballpark. Long run for Tavares, who makes the play. Here's Judge. Reeks on an E5, 2-run home run and walked.
Calls the ball that catcher challenging.
So Rushman is challenging that call of a ball.
I don't know. He's 6'7".
Calls confirmed. Baltimore has 1 challenge remaining.
Pretty darn close. 0.2 of an inch.
That is a tight little slider that he's featuring.
I mean, you more than anybody recognize how tough this gig is. 1 for 43 hitters are against him.
Yes,
it's extraordinary. Strike 3. Judge down looking.
Well, we saw a slider and we saw a changeup, and now here's kind of a little variation, a curveball. Takes a little bit off of it, a little more depth to it. I'm not sure if that's in the zone or not. He gets the call.
Bellinger. 0-1. Hey, help America's heroes. Donate $11 a month and amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Go to T2T.org. Down goes Bellinger. Foul ball off either his foot or lower leg, but he's back up quickly. Foot.
He's got the shin guard on there, on top of the foot and the shin.
Oh-2 on Bellinger. Garcia deals. Garcia was picked up off waivers from the Mets last August. And since that time, he's pitching to a 1.93 ERA. Last year he was with the Mets, the Yankees, and then the Mets. 2-2. Fouled away. With the Yankees, he threw 2 2/3 innings, gave up 3 runs. And that was July 18th at Atlanta. 2-2. Fouled away. Bottom of the 7th inning, Yankees up 4-3.
So the life of a reliever, right? You never know when you're going to catch lightning in a bottle.
Quite an at-bat for Bellinger, making him work. This will be the 8th pitch coming up. And now at least a 9-pitch at bat. Into center field. Coming on is Taveras and Mr. Rico Garcia. Hitters are now 1 for 45 against him. Well, congratulations to Cam Schlittler on being voted the Montefiore Einstein Player of the Week. He won 6 innings against the Rangers, allowed 3 hits, no runs, 8 more strikeouts, just 2 walks. He threw 92 pitches. So congratulations to Cam. Pete Alonso leads off the 8th inning against Brent Hedrick. And there's a strike. Hedrick has a lot of success against right-handed hitters. That right-handed hitter slugs 1 foul. A 169 opponent's average against since last year. 217 slug and a 30% strikeout rate. So what about his arsenal you think works against righties?
Well, he's got good command of his fastball, so he generally works ahead in the count. But that split finger fastball he throws is really good.
And that's a base hit to right field by Alonso. Alonso 2 for 4.
Well, Pete's had a good weekend here back in New York. And when you're facing Pete Alonso, you want to see him take these kind of swings rather than the big power swings. You kind of beat him here. You can see he beat him, but he's so strong he fights that pitch off. When you're facing a power hitter, you're not so upset with that kind of swing, even though he got a hit.
Slider is high. 1-0 on O'Neill. That one better. 1-1.
is one of those games where this is the part of the game, the middle of the lineup. This is the high leverage spot that Hedrick's in right now.
And 3 sliders in a row.
Yeah. The slider's been much improved too as well.
There's that guy, Tim Hill. Swing and a miss. Went to the splitter. And O'Neill down on strikes.
You know, Hedrick's become a real 3-pitch guy. You know, the fastball, the slider, and then this splitter to put him away. Good look at how far out in front he was on that pitch. He saw fastball the whole way.
There's Kobe Mayo. He sees the fastball up. Can they turn 2? There's 1. There's 2. 6-4-3 double play. Another good job by Brent Hedrick. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Yankees up by 1. Well, kickoff Memorial Day weekend at Yankee Stadium on Friday, May 22nd, when the Yankees take on the Rays, is Giancarlo Stanton basketball jersey night. And the first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a Giancarlo Stanton basketball jersey, courtesy of State Farm. Tickets going fast, so get yours today at Yankees.com. Andrew Kittredge takes over.
You gonna break out your white shoes for that game?
I might. White pants.
White pants,
yeah.
white shoes,
yep.
White belt?
No, I don't own a white
You don't
belt.
do the white belt?
No.
Just the white pants?
If you want me to, I'll get one. If you think it completes the look.
Well.
You wear it with me, I'll do it. Jazz Chisholm gets one through the right side of the infield. A leadoff single here in the 8th. Well, fans, Yankee games on Yes are streaming live on the Gotham Sports app, included for free with your eligible TV provider subscription. Sign into the Gotham Sports app now and check out all the great Yankees content, including game highlights, post-game sound, and Jack Curry's News and Views podcast. Here's Dominguez. Very quietly, Dominguez got a big hit against the left-hander, a double right down the line, third baseline, and the 6th came around to score a run, which is the difference in the game. Bednar is getting ready to try to close it out in the 9th.
It's a good spot for Jazz Chisholm here at first as well. I mean, Kittredge's kind of slow to home plate. He can be had.
You can see he was leaning there. Runner goes. Dominguez fouls it back. He had a good jump. So Kittredge returned to the Orioles last Friday after missing the first few weeks with a shoulder inflammation. And he's had 3 scoreless outings out of the gate. Since 2021, he has a 2.66 ERA. High fly ball, right field. O'Neill back on the track at the wall. See ya! 2-run home run for Dominguez. He reaches the seats, and the Yankees now lead by 3. Well, it won't be 4 scoreless outings for Kittredge as Dominguez first home run since August 25th of last year. A big blow. Ground ball and through for a base hit for Wells.
Well, Jason Dominguez has made his mark on this game, as Kay told you last inning with that booming double that he came around to score on, and now get it up, get it in the air, and get rewarded.
Here's McMahon. Base hit right field. So McMahon with 3 hits this afternoon, and Wells moves to second.
Yeah, McMahon swinging the bat much better over the last week or so and getting more aggressive. Likes what he sees, drills it to right.
Here's Caballero. And a bunt. Should not have fielded it. It would have gone foul, so the bases are loaded. Mayo came in, tried to field it. The ball was going foul.
I love this part of Caballero's game. He's got the speed, and Kay, you are right. Mayo made a mistake right there. That's going foul. Caballero running, probably wouldn't have got him anyway. He's gone. Smells it. Got it.
And it scored a hit. Infield in for Grisham. Yankees trying to break it open right here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bases loaded, nobody out. Well, the Yankees have tacked on runs on Friday and Saturday, so we asked the question, could Bednar pitch no matter what, because he's had 4 days off? With closers, it seems like feast or famine. Served into left center field. The catch is made by Ward. Tagging and scoring is Wells. And the Yankees are up 7-3. Sac fly for Grisham. Well, fans, after the final out, get highlights, analysis, clubhouse interviews, and we'll hear from Aaron Boone on the Manager's Report. That's all coming up on the W.B. Mason Yankees postgame.
Turned into a 4-run game here. Now the Yankees have 3 in the bottom of the 8th so far.
Runners go. Throw to third, not in time. Double steal. McMahon to third, Caballero to second.
Yankees taking advantage. If you're going to give it, we're going to take it. Not even taking a peek. McMahon off to the races. Easily in there. Caballero follows suit.
And the infield comes in. For McMahon, his first stolen base. For Caballero, his 13th.
I mean, it's easy to say this, Kay, you know, with the Yankees winning and have a good start, but they seem to be taking advantage of a lot of the little things. Like we just saw, stealing bases when it's there for the taking, pickoffs.
That one is looped into center field. It's a base hit. Scoring is McMahon. Caballero rounds third. He'll score. It's a 2-run single for Goldschmidt. And the Yankees are pouring it on. And they lead this one 9-3.
Just call making it hurt. Double steal. Sets up 2 RBIs. Let's go ahead and go take him. Goldschmidt will trade a bat for 2 RBIs.
Five runs for the Yankees here in the 8th. Here's Judge. Yankees won 7 straight against the Orioles, and they've won 10 of 11 against Baltimore since last June 21st. One and two.
You're going to come here tomorrow night and play another one?
I think so. A little wraparound.
A little wraparound,
yeah.
Monday nighter, 4-game set? Okay.
You had that flight all planned today, didn't you? Got to stay one more day, David. Crack to left field. It's a base hit for Judge. Goldschmidt will go to second. Kittredge getting roughed up.
Super Shot's going to show you a barrel. Baseball meet barrel. 111 miles an hour almost, just shy.
And Albernaz takes out Kittredge. Now it's time to find out who this Yankee is. Name that Yankee. Here are the numbers. You have any idea, David?
I do. I cheated and I looked it up.
Okay.
So I'm not going to say.
Mason Williams. No check. What was that? Was that a 7 or an 8?
That's up there.
I want to meet the person. I want to meet the person who got Mason Williams. Major League debut, hit a home run.
You want the home run ball?
And then 2 days later, he made a great catch in the outfield. Wow. Dietrich ends. Throws a strike to Bellinger. 4th round pick by the Yankees, 2010, 2-run home run, Major League debut. And the great nephew of Walt No Neck Williams. Love Walt.
He had a neck. You just couldn't see it. Walt, that is.
Mason had a very normal neck.
He did.
There's no neck there, David.
He's got it. No,
there's no neck
there.
It's in his name. It's no neck. I think Mason's nickname was Mason Neck Williams because he had a neck. Count 3-2. That's a walk to load the bases and some no-neck video for David.
He can hit.
And he could run. I mean, all of this without a neck. Just Chisholm. Hits a fly ball. And the catch is made by Taveras. And scoring on the tag is Goldschmidt, so a sac fly for Grisham. Yankees up 10-3.
Six runs for the Yankees in the bottom of the 8th here so far.
Well, Jazz was the 10th batter to come to the plate. First time the Yankees have sent 10 or more to the plate in an inning this season. They've had 6 innings where they've sent 9 to the plate, but this is really batting around by definition. Dominguez from the right side rifles one down the left field line. He'll get an RBI. He has 2 hits on the inning, a home run and a double, and he has 2 hits from the right side today. Yankees lead now 12-3.
Another bullet too, batting right-handed. A big day for Jason Dominguez, and yes, he can run. That's why they called him the Martian when they first signed him. He was a 5-tool player with speed and power and a switch hitter.
He couldn't do this yesterday, right, David? On Star Wars Day? The Martian would have been perfect.
Yes.
Had it locked and loaded. But he'll take it today. 4 RBIs this inning. Wells with a deep fly to center. Late jump for Taveras, but he makes up the ground to put it away. And that will do it. The Yankees up 12-3.
Welcome back. David Bednar is on the mound to get the final 3 outs of this one. After the final pitch and final out, I'll talk to Jason Dominguez on the field to ask him about his big 4 RBI 8th inning. Also, I'll talk to him about getting 2 hits off of left-handed pitching in the clubhouse. I'll check in with Max Fried and check in on Ben Rice to see how long he thinks he'll be out after bruising his thumb. And Aaron Boone will speak in the press conference room. Perhaps he'll have a decision on Anthony Volpe. That's all coming up after the final out, Michael.
Thank you, Meredith. We look forward to that. David Bednar, obviously not a save situation. Some accounting mistakes in the bottom of the 8th inning. It wasn't 8 runs. It was 7 runs, and his double only scored 1 as Bellinger stopped at third. So it's 11-3 Yankees. and Dominguez had 3 RBIs in that inning. So some accounting mistakes there. But they're up by 8 nonetheless. Max Schumann takes over in right field. Give Judge half an inning off his feet. Popped up on the left side. McMahon makes the play, 1 down. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the New York Yankees. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. And there's a strike to Jeremiah Jackson. One and 2. This is just Bednar getting work because he hadn't pitched in 4 days, so the scoreboard's not mattering to Boone. You can't let the closer get stale. Fouled away. And the 1-2. Grounded foul. Shallow center field. And he could not see it. Grisham lost that in the sun. We've been seeing it give some of the fielders problems on both sides. And so we'll see how that scored. It's a hit for Jackson.
He's got sunglasses and his glove and still can't negotiate the glare. It's a helpless feeling. Can't find the ball.
So here's Basayo, pinch hit single in the 7th. And a strike. Dialed it up to 97 there. Swing and a miss, got him. Again 97, right by Basayo. And the Orioles are down to their final out.
What's always been about up and in and down and away, and here's the up and in part. Perfectly located. 97 miles an hour. Even seems quicker right there in that location. Righty to lefty.
Calls the ball, the catch is challenging.
A challenge by Wells on the ball call. And he's right.
Call is overturned. It is a strike.
Like Wells shaking his head. I knew that the whole time. I had that by a fraction of an inch.
Just got to look there. Garrett Cole, how bad do you think he wants to join this? The way they're playing right now, everybody's pitching very well. He's getting closer. Rodon's first, and then Cole. Fried today had a grind to keep it close.
It's easier when the team's winning. If the Yankees are really struggling, it would even bother you more because you feel like, man, that's when they really need you.
And that'll do it. As the Yankees win again, 11-3, their 23rd win. Season high 12 games over 500. The hitting was here. Although they didn't get a prime Max Fried performance, the bullpen did its job. And that guy showed up big. 2 doubles from the right-hand side and a home run as well.
Yeah, Jason Dominguez ends up the hitting star. 3 for 5 day. Max Fried, professional effort, kept his team in the game, even though it wasn't his sharpest outing. He left with the score tied. The Yankees had a chance to win, and like a lot of these games, their starters keep them in the game. Now the Yankees offense is starting to broaden out and get support from all walks of the lineup.
10th Yankee win by 5 or more runs. That ties the Braves for the most in Major League Baseball. The Yankees doing it in a big way. They win 11-3 for another victory. Yankees win by 8. We take a look at the game-changing drive of the game brought to you by Audi and the all-new Audi Q3.
Well, Aaron Judge with a majestic shot. With well over 6 seconds of hang time. Only like he can hit him.
But he was not the Chevy Perry of the game. Who was?
It's going to be Jason Dominguez. Made his mark on the game. It's a 3-3 game right here, and he smashes that double. He represented the go-ahead run, and then the big shot here. The Port's job, and then again in the same inning, another double. 2 for 2 in 1 inning. That's going to make you the Chevrolet player of the game.
And 2 doubles from the right side, and we'll hear from him with Meredith on the field. 11-15-1, beating 3-9-1. Time of the game 3-15. Cruz gets the win 3-0. Wolfram took the loss. Trey Gibson, major league debut, pitched well. Yankee home runs by Rice, Judge, and Dominguez. Rice exited in the 4th with left-hand contusion. We'll find out more from Meredith on the postgame. Coming up on the Yes Network, stay tuned for the WB Mason postgame show with Bob Lorenz and Jack Curry. Special thanks to producer Troy Benjamin, director Dan Barr, Mike Webb, and the executive producer of the Yes Network is Mr. Jared Ames Boschnack. Hey, join us again tomorrow as the Yankees host the finale against the Orioles here at the stadium. Coverage begins at 5 p.m. on Yes, with first pitch coming shortly after 7. Once again, the final score, the New York Yankees 11 and the Baltimore Orioles 3. For David Cohn and Meredith Morakovitz, I'm Michael Kay saying see ya from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York. Now let's go to Bob Lorenz and Jack Curry, who are standing by in our Yes Network studios with the post-game show. Guys,